Hey guys, today I thought what would be a nice thing to do would be to film a look using almost only things from my recent haul. So I am trying to stick to those just so I can kind of see how they do in like getting ready style. So not talking, just like kind of creating a look. And then at the end I'll come back and give you some quick thoughts on the products I tried out. So that's what I'm doing. My face makeup along with my brows are already done because I didn't pick up any face makeup type stuff. And the brows, I used my Anastasia Dip brow that I hold. But that is, I think, something that warrants a whole separate video.
Touching him is like realizing all you ever wanted was right there in front of you. Memorizing him is as easy as knowing all the words to your old favorite song. Fighting with him was like trying to solve a crossword and realizing there's no right answer. Regretting him is like wishing you never found out love could be that strong. Losing him was blue like I never known. Missing him was dark gray all along. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met. Loving him was loving him was remembering him comes in flashbacks and echoes. Tell myself it's time now. Gotta let go. Moving on from him is impossible. I still see it all in my head and burning red. Ooh. Oh, losing him was blue like I never known. Missing him was dark gray all along. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met. 'Cause loving him was red. We're burning red. His love was like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street.
When the days are cold and the cards all fold and the saints we see are all made of gold, and your dreams all fail, and the worst we hail are the worst of all, and the bloods run stale. I wanna hide the truth, I wanna shelter you. It's with the beast inside, there's nowhere we can hide. No matter what we breed, we still are made of greed. This is my kingdom come, this is my kingdom.
When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide, where my demons hide. Don't get too close, it's dark inside. It's where my demons hide, where my demons hide. Demons hide.
When the curtains call us the last of all, and the lights fade out and the sinners crawl, they dug your grave and the masquerade will come calling out at the mess you made. Don't wanna let you down, but I am hellbound. This is all for you. Don't wanna hide the truth, no matter what we bring.
Okay, so that is my finished look. Nothing too special or unique, just a nice look that allowed me to use as many of my new products as possible. And I did use a highlight and a liner that I already owned because I didn't pick up new ones of those. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump in on me telling you about the different products I used and how they applied. So the first one I used was one of the new leather color tattoos in the color Chocolate Suede. It is this really true brown color with a slight sheen, I would say, to it. And I really like this. It reminds me, the reason I picked it up was it reminded me of Rich Mahogany, which I already own, but it was limited edition fall 2012, so I always feel bad using that. So I thought getting a more recent pick would be good, plus this one is a bit warmer. And yeah, I really did like this one. It wasn't anything super pigmented, and the color wasn't super unique, but it got the job done. And I love a brown base under like these neutral shimmery colors because I find it brings them out really well. This one, the formula of this actually, it really reminds me of the metal, the color tattoo metals that have because it has a bit more of a smooth formula, which I find that as the color tattoos have gone on, they've kind of moved towards this more so than the thicker formula of like Bad to the Bronze, which I do like. I find it easier to apply. This one also, it wasn't super pigmented, which I think I already said, but I actually don't hate that for a color this dark because it allows me to get it on and build it up using just my fingers without making a huge mess. So at least so far, this is really good. The application was very nice on this. It's not anything where I would say you must go make sure you pick this up, but it's definitely a nice base if you're looking for a brown base for your eyeshadow. I used all but three colors from my palette here. So these are the shadows I recently picked up. The first one I've used was Cupcake by Geek. It's a matte pink. When I ordered this, I thought it'd be a little more brown, but it's actually quite true pink, and I love it. I really do. I love a pink transition color. I think it really flatters the eyes and goes with a lot of different things. So I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of that one. It was quite pigmented, actually, more so than I expected. And yeah, it really blended out easily. No complaints there. It was definitely one of the Geek shadows that I think is kind of sticks true to the line where it's very pigmented and easy to work with. Some of them not as much so, but that one for sure is a good one. Now as far as my MAC shadows, I used All That Glitters on the inner half of my lid, which you've probably heard of this color, Star Violet on the outer half, and then Sketch. Ooh. Sketch on the very outer corner and the lower lash line. So as far as the two metallic shades I use on my lid, All That Glitters and Star Violet, I mean, I didn't notice that they blew me away. Like something like Max Coppering, when I first used it, I was like, oh my gosh, new favorite. These I didn't have that experience. I think they applied well, they blended well together and worked really well together. Those two colors, if you have those and haven't tried them together, then you should, because they look really good, and the colors blended very easily together as I kind of did that on the lid. And yeah, I don't have any complaints about them, but as of yet I'm not blown away by either color. Of course, this is just my first look I've created with them. Now as far as Sketch, which is that matte eggplant type color, I'm not all that impressed with this so far, and I had heard some people say it was difficult to work with, but I'd seen it look amazing in so many different looks over the years that I figured maybe it was some of those ones that doesn't swatch well but better on. So far, not too impressed. This is one of those matte colors that kind of, it's very pigmented. It goes on very pigmented, but it's harder to blend out. I really had to work with it to make it blend out. And now that I have blended out, I like the way it looks, but so far I'm not super sold on this one. I will keep you updated. If it ends up being something I really like, then I'll let you know. But for now, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I like the color and all, but it doesn't look as pretty on the eyes as it does in the pan, and I didn't find it very easy to blend. Probably for me, the biggest win of these eye products is definitely the Revlon Colorstay Skinny Liquid Liner. I'm not sure if this is permanent or limited edition, but I do recommend going and picking this up. If you don't need a black liner, maybe pick up one of the fun colors. I really like this. The brush is so thin, and you can see I was able to get a pretty thin line, and I even did a wing today just so I could test it out, and I really liked the wing I was able to create with this. I'm really impressed. I don't really like pen liners necessarily. The reason I like pen liners is for their ease of application, but I'm not always so crazy about the way you have to kind of hold it to get it to look nice. I find it a little trickier. I think this one's nice because it has that thin point. It's flexible enough that you can kind of move it with your eye, but it's firm enough that it's not going to make a huge mess. Now, I will say I had more trouble with my left eye, which is usually the case, but this wasn't as bad as, like, I have some pen liners, like the Jordana one, that I find a little too firm, so that it's really hard for me to take and maneuver it on this eye. And this one I didn't have as much problem with. So far, very impressed with this. Can't wait to use it more. And then the last product I tried out today was for lips. I wanted to try a product that I hadn't tried another color of yet, so that definitely made me reach for the NYC Expert Lash lipstick in Smooch. And oh my gosh, guys, this is the best I've ever had an application with a lipstick on its own, the first application. Like, usually I have to kind of work with lipsticks to make them look good, like lip gloss, lip liner. This one I just applied on its own. Not only do I really like the color, but I find it pigmented enough that it doesn't look chunky, but sheer enough that it doesn't look patchy at all. And it's got a bit of a gloss to it, which is very nice for wearing on its own. And it's supposed to be Expert Lash, so I don't know about that claim, but so far I'm very, very impressed with this, and especially the color is also very beautiful and wearable, so I would definitely recommend this. So my two top recommendations from what I used today would definitely be the Revlon's Colorstay Skinny Liquid Liner and the NYC Expert Lash Lipstick in Smooch. So that's my first impressions. That is my video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give me a like below, subscribe to see more from me, and I will be back again in 2 days with a new video. Till then, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.
I never meant to start a war.